Today is the 1st of March. I thought I would do a roundup for February as to what books I bought and my reading list for March. Because I bought a lot of books in the last few days of February, I don't actually have most of them physically, but I did technically buy them in February, so I thought I'd put them in this video anyway. So the only hard copies I've actually got so far that I bought in February are 3 that you've actually already seen. I bought them for my books I should have read at university project. And they are Brief Interviews with Hideous Men by David Foster Wallace, How We Are Hungry by Dave Eggers, and Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace. So now on to the books that I don't actually have hard copies of yet. It's a dystopian fiction. It's about a city enclosed in glass and devoid of creativity, and supposedly it inspired one of my favourite dystopian novels, 1984. So I was really intrigued to read this one. I also bought The Day of the Triffids, which is another dystopian novel about man-eating plants. The protagonist wakes up in a hospital having pretty much bypassed the apocalypse. Everything sort of happened around him. He and Rick Graham should start a heavy sleepers club. I also bought Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. This is a kind of weird one for me because I'm not usually into rom-coms or anything like that. I'll watch the occasional one, but I don't really read them. But I've heard so much about Rainbow Rowell's writing in particular that I was really intrigued and I really want to read something by her, and this sounded like the most interesting one to me. I also bought The Fifth Wave. I've heard a lot about this, and it's a YA dystopian with aliens. Dystopian novels in general I'm usually sold, and I've heard a lot of hype around it, so I'm looking forward to reading that one as well. So the next two I actually got recommended by Chris at the Reading Roads. I told him that I hadn't read any Stephen King novels, and he gave me a list of sort of entrance points in different genres that Stephen King's written. So I bought The Stand, which is a post-apocalyptic novel. Basically all that I know about it is that it's about people in America who have survived when a disease have wiped out pretty much the rest of the population. I think I saw brief parts of a TV show that was based on this, but I'm not sure. I can't really remember. I also bought The Talisman, which is about a young boy going to America looking for a talisman to help his mum as she's dying, and again that's pretty much all I know about that. So another one that I bought, but I was kind of gonna buy it before. I was planning on putting it into my books I should have read at university project because it wasn't ever suggested reading, but it was implied that it was good. Obviously we would have got brownie points for reading it, but I was kind of terrified of putting both of this and Infinite Jest on my list because they're both pretty hefty reads, and that's House of Leaves. Basically it's about a family that move into a house which is smaller on the outside. That's a really joke. And lastly, I bought another dystopian, which is Fahrenheit 451. It's a dystopian novel about a world where books are banned and people are glued to like these huge TV screens in their houses. And I think you follow a person who goes out and burns the books that they find, and that's pretty much all I know about it, oddly enough, even though everyone seems to have read it. So what am I reading in March then? I've actually given myself 3 books to read. I know that's a really low expectation of myself, but I have 2 jobs and only have 1 day off a week, so I think it's pretty realistic. How We Are Hungry, it's a short story collection by Dave Eggers. The Fifth Wave, and after that I'll be reading We. Let me know which books you're planning on reading in March, and I will see you on Wednesday. Stay shiny. Bye. I've actually given myself, there are more than one of me, if you didn't know that. No, I don't know what I'm talking about.